By divine providence, this week, when we will be celebrating Pesach Sheni, we'll read about the holiday of Pesach with a great life hack. It's actually not called Pesach in the Torah, but rather Chag HaMatzah, the holiday of Matzah. Why the difference? Why can't we just agree on one name? The Rebbe explains that Pesach refers to the moment Hashem passed over the Jewish homes in Egypt, a clear expression of divine kindness and protection. Matzah, on the other hand, recalls how when we left in such a haste that the dough didn't have time to rise, something we did. So when God names the holiday, He calls it the holiday of Matzah, focusing on what we did, our willingness to leave immediately, to follow Him into the unknown with complete trust. And He sings our praises. Lech teich acharai b'midbar bi'eretz lo yizarua. That we just follow Him blindly in the desert. And that started with baking the matzah. Even if it's not the most tasty food or cracker out there, we had complete trust in Him. So Hashem proudly calls it the holiday of matzah. But when we name the holiday, we call it Pesach, focusing on what Hashem did for us. Him passing over our homes and keeping us alive. So each side is giving credit to the other. Hashem says, look at my people, and we say, look at Hashem. That's the foundation of a real relationship. Each side lifting up the other. Hashem calls it the holiday of Matzah, lifting us up. We call it Pesach, so to speak, lifting Him up. So in the spirit of Pesach Sheni, when it's never too late, this week's challenge is to try this life hack in our personal relationships, at home, at work, anywhere. Instead of focusing on what you're doing right, to focus on what the other person is doing right, and say it out loud. So most conflicts come from, why aren't they noticing me? Pesach teaches the opposite. Be the one who notices first. Try it, and you'll see your relationships change completely. Best of health, filled with happiness, nachas, prosperity, success, and an abundance of all good things.